Hello, welcome back. This is Sheila, the PA Doll Lady, and today we are going to be sending this beauty home. She is a Parian antique doll, and she has absolutely beautiful hair. Look at her ornate hair in the back. She has a nice little bun in the back. She has pierced ears. Absolutely stunning color when it comes to her cheeks, and her eyes are very detailed in her painting. So she is an antique, and we are going to be packing her today and sending her home for safe travels. Now, the first thing we're going to do is I'm going to lay her there. I have her provenance, which her previous owner was nice enough to keep. I've also added the information that I know up till this day. The previous collector also had a picture of her, and I know that she had her in her collection at least from March of 1991 because that is the photo stamp date. She may have had her for longer than that, I'm not sure, but that is what I know as of right now, so that's how far back in history I'm going with her. So as a courtesy to the current collector, I will include copies of the photo. I also included copies of the back of the photo so that she can see the stamp date on the photo. It was a printed photo from 1991, so we have provenance on this girl that backs up to 1991. We're going to include that in the packing of her as she is going home today. She will be heading home to the state of Michigan. So I will include that for her new buyer, and that's that. I'm going to notate that it's her provenance. And the reason I keep the original photo and SKU card is because that is what I will be using for future learning for myself. As I continue on my journey of doll buying and rehoming, I want to make sure that, once I see them again, I can kind of figure out what's what. All right, so this beauty is about 12 inches. She will not include the, let me see if I could get this camera to, I'm trying to get it to where you can see me wrapping her without it falling on her, because I will cry if that were to happen. Yeah, she's about 12 inches long. So first things first, she does have bisque face, bisque. She has a bisque face and bisque shoulder plate. So that needs good protection, and also her little hands need good protection. She has beautiful boots. It looks like they may have been replaced at some time. I'm not sure if they are original to her or not. So I don't claim that they are original. I just photograph everything and put everything that I know up to this date with her. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get her shoulder plate wrapped up first. So her shoulder plate goes to about here, and then she has the rest of her body is like a leather kid body. Her clothing is a little fragile, so I don't want to take it off because it may end up breaking. So we're not going to do that. We're going to cut up some bubble wrap. Wrap up her arm. We'll wrap up this arm. Now I'm gonna doubling up on the bubble wrap for the top portion of her. This will not be the only tape that I use. This will not be the only bubble wrap that I use on her. This is just my initial wrapping of her. Also, we have to wrap her legs because those are bisque and we don't want those to break. So we're gonna get that here. Nope. We're gonna wrap one first and then we'll wrap the other. She is definitely an ornate one. Her hair is just so different in comparison to the other ones that I have in my cabinet right now. And this beauty has been brought to us by, again, the same collection that I've been talking about for a while, because this collection, the fact that we have found this collection out in the wild is just amazing. The niece of the original collector reached out to me because she's seen one of my ads, and this is my first foray into like the very, very truly antique dolls. I've been doing this for 4 years. I do run a 6-figure business, and I've seen plenty of dolls in my lifetime, boatloads as a matter of fact. But this one, this collection here came to me 2025, May 2025. I had been in talks with the niece of the original owner. She has seen my information somewhere. She reached out to me, and I was afraid to buy the collection at first because I was not educated enough to know that these dolls were truly antique. Up to this point, I had been working with dolls, but I had not been working with true antique dolls. And she reached out to me and she said, my grandmother used to run a doll club, and I don't have the people. I know that the dolls are no longer. So now that I've wrapped her in the skinny one, so she's individually wrapped, I'm going to also wrap her in the big bubble wrap. I prepare these girls to survive a football game. And so the niece reached out to me, and she gave me a price that up to that moment I had never paid for a doll collection, so I was very concerned. I just wasn't sure or educated enough at that time. However, I purchased, I did leave an open conversation with the niece, and I kind of guided her on how to sell the collection because I just was not comfortable enough. Okay, there she is, and she's going to Michigan, so let's see what we got here. She's going to Michigan, and I'm going to put her in a 15 by 15 or in a 17. Let me see. 8 by 8 by 17. Let's see. I'll probably put her in the 15 by 10 by 6. If I could get her in here with enough space on both sides. Because not only do I bubble wrap her like that, I also make sure that she squarely fits in the middle of the box and that I have enough space on both sides to add more cushioning to her. Okay, so she is definitely going to go in this box, and we're just going to stuff it till we can't. And we'll just make sure that she's fully wrapped in the middle of the box. So yeah, this was my first foray into antiques. I ended up buying a few dolls at an auction that the niece told me about. And I came home and I still wasn't sure. Some of these dolls don't have the markings on them. Antique dolls are one of those things. They're like the original if you know, you know situation. And I unfortunately did not know, so I wasn't sure what I was doing. So I paid quite the lesson. I paid quite the fee for not knowing. And I ran home. I reviewed some of them. For the life of me, I could not get the information that I needed. And I listed them, and they sold immediately. And I knew at that moment that I had something special. And not only did I have something special, I messed up by putting them up without even more research than I needed to have. So, all right. So she is officially in a bubble mailer. She's in double bubbles, and also I'm gonna stuff. So this is where a lot of my bubble wrap goes. When these good quality girls are sold, they take up just about a whole slew of bubble wrap. But the mission is to get them home safe, and as such, we will use however much bubble wrap we need to ensure their safe travel. All right. So there's no movement whatsoever there. She's fully wrapped. I'm gonna go as far as adding another piece of cardboard on the top. So she is fully wrapped. There's no way that, she should not survive. Now, I will not tempt the gods because, the post office could surprise us every now and then. But I have done my part in ensuring that this girl travels home safely. And now we will tape her up. Unfortunately, I ran out of my thank you cards, and I went to order thank you cards, and they doubled in price. I was like, geez Louise. So now I'm struggling. I'm struggling to figure out what I'm going to do with getting my thank you cards, because I almost feel like it's not good etiquette to not have thank you cards. So I will order them. It's just, I was sticker shocked for sure. I guess I haven't ordered any since last year, so it was definitely shocking when I got that $800 fee for my custom. Okay, so she's coming in at 2 pounds, and she will require signature. She will require extra protection or extra insurance, because she paid a very nice price for her. So we need to make sure that we are taking care of our customers. So 1.5, which it makes it 2 pounds. We're going to do 16 by 11 by 7, because we always add an inch to each section. All right, so and we are going to send her via priority mail, because I don't want her tripping around for too long. I want her gone and straight to her house immediately. All right, so she paid $12.99. Her priority shipping is $8.64. However, I'm going to add protection to her, and her insurance brings up the shipping to $20. So we're losing about $8 in shipping, but I need her protected because she paid quite a lot of money for her. So I want to make sure that the customer is, she's protected, and also that I'm protected in case something were to happen to her. So, and we're going to hit print, and she is officially ready to go. As bubble wrapped as I can get her, as protected as I can get her. And she's been upgraded to priority shipping to make sure that she gets home faster than anticipated. I don't have my marker. And I need to order more stickers as well. So, all right, that's all. Thanks for joining me today.